Bubba, we all are concerned, and again, before I say this, we all are concerned, but on this show, we have several, more than one, teachers that are represented. And I'm talking about teachers that have been in public education. Our dad, who, I know, coaches teaching. It feels a little different, but anyway, still there. Greg's son, daughter, my sister, Greg's sister. So we've spent, our family spent a lot of time in education, and still doing it, out there out there getting after it. So we're not anti, but I'm very, very. All of us are concerned about the type of education. Not so much the teachers, but what the Department of Education, which we should have never allowed to be created, are what's going on at our colleges and some of the things. Now I'm about to play a video, or we are about to play a video, audio and video of a teacher that is going to tell you that she believes we need to stop encouraging students to behave. Wow. And you will not believe why. You will not believe
to behave.
Why. Here it is.
So if PBIS concerns itself with positive behaviors, we have to ask ourselves, okay, well, what are those positive behaviors? And it's things like making sure that you're following directions and making sure that you're sitting quietly and you are in your seat and all these things that come from white culture. The idea of just sitting quiet and being told stuff and taking things in a passive stance is not a thing that's in with many cultures. So if we're positively enforcing these behaviors, we are by extension positively enforcing elements of white culture, which therefore keeps whiteness at the center, which is the definition of white supremacy.
What an idiot.
I don't even know.
I don't even make sense.
Let me ask
so
him
sitting
this.
there in an orderly fashion and not disrupting the class is a white thing?
That's a white thing.
Okay. I wonder, is getting a paycheck a white thing? Because we could solve that for him.
Right.
Yeah, really.
It's in our country, right? That's all I need to know. This is part of our American educational system. Guys, do you realize, and I just want to be clear, because these woke white people, and pay attention.
Worse.
By the way, and pay attention. Please pay attention. The number of times that I have looked and watched video of someone who is standing up against whiteness on behalf of minorities, if you notice when you look at these crowds, most of them are woke white people, and that are guilty. They feel guilty about their whiteness. By the way, and this is them overcompensating.
Yeah.
Okay, for some guilt they have about being white. But here's the thing that I will. And I know this is just going to just crush the heart of the white woke, okay? Because they think they're so loving and they think they're so, but what they don't understand, and here it comes, they don't understand how condescending they are.
Exactly.
To minorities, okay? They stand up and speak on your behalf, and the things they keep saying is you're too inadequate to make your own way. You can't even sit and behave in a class. That shouldn't be asked of you because that's not your culture. And the white people want you behaving as white. Because you know what that really means? You're not capable of that.
Yeah.
And white people expect you to. I mean,
he's really saying some other things.
Now I want to be sure.
It all, if you roll it all the way out.
Exactly, and that's where I'm going. But I'm trying to be as delicate as possible. But all right, he teaches at Blackbird High School in Blacksburg, Virginia. And Blacksburg, I'm sorry, there's an S in there. You're right, Blacksburg, that's ironic. Yeah. But anyway, so that's ironic. It's almost like a Babylon Bee headline.
It really is.
But a white teacher from Blacksburg it says that sitting and behaving is white. Let me go back to this again. Okay, now listen. All of us went to school, and I had teachers that were both black and white. Okay, and I'm sure I'm sure there were some that were some other ethnicity. I can't recall, but I do know that I had black teachers and I had white teachers, and both of them told me to sit down and be quiet.
Exactly.
And I did. The ones who could paddle good, I was quieter.
Yeah.
The ones who were weak with the paddle or never would discipline, I was rowdy and loud and talked a lot and wouldn't sit down as much.
Yeah, Miss Lawler made you come up front and down. That only happened one time. You didn't do it again.
But Miss Lawyer, who was a black woman who taught me, they would put her in jail today if she was teaching.
Oh, yeah.
Because let me tell you what she wanted, an orderly classroom, and she demanded it, and she made sure it happened.
And it did.